Good morning everyone, my name is Christian from Two-Headed Wolf Gaming and welcome to the game of the weekend, which this week is Rogue Legacy. Rogue Legacy was developed by Cellar Door Games and it came out in 2013. It's a platform game where you take control of different heirs and you're trying to battle through the rogue castle. I don't know if it's a rogue castle, but through this castle and trying to reach the end game, defeating different kinds of bosses, having different kinds of classes and skills, and it's really fun to play, especially during the weekend. I personally love it when I play it, when I either make myself some coffee or have a beer during the weekend, listen to a podcast or some music and just sit back and play it. There's also Rogue Legacy 2 that came out recently. It's still in development, actually. It's in early access. I have it because I wanted to support the developers, and I will be presenting the game to you tomorrow, just in case you want to play it. I'm not sure how to say it. It looks better, the mechanics feel a tiny bit better, but I haven't really went through it because I don't know if it has been if there is an end game to the second game at this point, or if it's, you know, there are things that they need to be worked on. And games like Rogue Legacy, like there was the one last week with Feudal Alloy, are games you don't come back a whole lot. Like, this is the third time I'm playing Rogue Legacy, and I'm doing it because I want to record and show it to you guys. But you play it for a couple of hours, you might finish it, you might do a few speedruns or do a few things, and then you'll leave it aside and maybe not return to it for another, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years, right? I believe it's very important to play them when you feel you're going to get the most enjoyment. If it's early access, then go ahead and do that. For me personally, I like on the smaller games to wait for the full version in order to get the full experience. Now, without further ado, because we've spoken a lot, I'm just gonna overwrite this save slot and get on with the story and the game. My duties are to my family. But I am loyal only to myself. Okay, so we are a knight here. This is how it looks. We have an attack, we are jumping. There's not a whole lot to this idea. There's gold in objects, so we need to collect more of it. This is a bit of an intro. It just tells you how to play. I've been through this, so I'm not gonna be spending too much time trying to show you how to do this, because you'll learn it by yourselves. Hold down and tap to drop ledges. Okay, let's open that platform, go forward. I'm not gonna collect money because this is just the intro. It just shows you a few things here and there. And then here is the king, and we are going to take down the king. That's the intro, my friends. What's happening there? You're going to have to find out. But let's start our legacy. We start with this knight. We have a basic attack. We have jumping. We have magic. If you take a look at the top left side of the screen, we are at level 0. Levels don't matter too much. They are influenced by certain upgrades that you do, and they influence the enemies that are in the dungeon. So one tactic that you might want to use at some point is calculate how much upgrades you want to push in before the dungeon will scale up in difficulty, and it might be getting too difficult for you to take the enemies on without improving your reflexes, right? Trying to play even better and more carefully. Then we have the green bar, which is health. The blue bar is mana. The gold is money, as you can imagine. And then we have spells. We start with the spell, which is throwing knives. And at the top you can see that's the life bar of the enemy. This dummy is immortal and he does all kinds of things. He tells you different things. I'm trying to improve my language when I'm speaking on my YouTube videos, so let's get to this one first. Journal entry number 1. Treason! An assassin has wounded my father, the king. To bring order back to the kingdom, he has sent my siblings and I on a quest to save you. Together he will venture into the cursed woods and enter Castle Hampson. This cursed castle has stood on the edge of the woods since time immemorial, but rumors say that within it dwells an item which will cure any ailment. Tonight I will be the head start over my brothers and sister and set forth on my quest while they lay asleep. To fail this quest would be an embarrassment to my name. So is this us? Or is this someone else, I wonder? Here I think is the door to the final boss. We have a map here. We start in the castle area and you see 2 dots on the forest, 3 dots in the tower and 4 dots in the dungeon. This is by difficulty. You don't have to go this way, this route. Sometimes because the rewards are better in the other dungeons, in the more difficult dungeon, you might want to take that route if you feel brave enough. However, if you want to keep it simple to begin with, you take the route as shown in that picture. And here we are the maps that you see in these dungeons are procedurally generated. So everything that you see here won't be the same a second time you play. This can be influenced by a few elements, but mostly nothing will change. No, everything will change, that's what I want to say. We have a legend there, so we see that there's an open chest in this map. We're gonna try to play this very carefully, because there's a bunch of enemies here and they're all out to get us. Let's take care of that. Good. We survive with barely any damage taken. That is very good for us. And I was saying that I want to improve my language, mostly because since I started recording, I observed by listening to myself in the videos that I'm overusing words. They're mostly like filler sounds. Words like connecting sentences excessively with so and and, right? Not stopping the sentence. Or I use the word actually a lot. And there are others as well that I observe in my analysis as I'm trying to improve the quality of the videos I create. And it's a process. I catch myself sometimes when I'm speaking and I'm trying. Sometimes in the videos you'll hear me correct myself. And it's because of this reason. It's because I'm trying to stop myself in the middle of the sentence sometimes in order to correct myself, in order to improve. That's the final goal. Here in this game, you do pretty much the same thing. You're trying to improve your skills, you're trying to correct yourself. First of all, let's see, what does this guy do? Greetings, adventurer. I am here to give you a chance of a lifetime. For the measly sum of 25% of your current gold, I will give you a chance to open one of 3 chests. One chest will triple what you paid, but the others 2 are empty. Hey, what are we if we're not gamblers? Let's go with the first one. What's in the box? Nothing. You stupid, so stupid. Yeah, I guess we lost. That's how gambling goes sometimes. In this game you are trying to do the same thing. You are trying to improve yourselves. You improve your skills in order to survive for longer, collecting money, and also I guess defeating bosses. This is a boss battle. I'm not gonna go into it right now because I don't feel that I'm strong enough to defeat him. However, in this episode we will be trying at least one boss battle. You can do this just to have a checkup on your enemies. I tried to risk it there for a chest, but it didn't pay off. You are trying in this game to improve your reflexes, you are trying to get stronger, buy some upgrades, improve your survivability so you can make more errors, and sometimes it's about risk management. When we saw one of those maps, like in this map, I decided to go for that chest, for whatever that reward was, and I had to defeat all those enemies, but there were too many. And in this situation, it would have been better if I retreated. I could have survived for longer, meaning I could have collected more money, which you will see in a second what money is used for. Let's get first, let's try now, or let's get to choosing our next character. So this knight unfortunately has died, a valiant knight. And now we can choose either Lady Hiroko, a powerful spellcaster. Every kill gives you mana. She is farsighted, meaning anything close up is blurry. She has another trait, prosopagnosia. You can't tell people apart. I don't know what that is. And then we have the spell Chakram, which is different from the knives. Another mage here with hypergonadism, your permaroided attacks knock enemies further. And another mage with the same traits. Let's have some fun. Let's pick someone who's far-sighted and can't tell people apart and see what this is about. Here we are in the building your manor, I think, or castle. We're buying our first upgrade, unlocking the smithy and gain access to fat loot. The blacksmith can build the finest equipment in the world, turning you into a veritably virtuous, violent villain vaporizer. Gathering blueprints will give him an even wider array of assorted armaments for your armory. We have 500 gold left. Let's upgrade a few more things. Let's get some health up. Extra 10%, no, extra 10 points of health. Then we can upgrade our knights. Upgrading your classes gives you an ability. Generally, for the knights, turn your knights into paladins, a ferocious forefront fighter. This will give us the ability to press Y in order to block all incoming damage, and I think this is done for mana. So we'll do this first. We can now block damage from one direction. We can go equipment up. Upgrading your carrying capacity will allow you to wear better and heavier armor. I'm going to upgrade our mana once. Nothing unlocked there, so we're going to go with equipment up. And now we have the ability to either get the architect or the enchantress. I'll take them both. I think we have the money for both. Unlock the enchantress and gain access to her magical runes and powers. Cost us 100, and the architect locks down a castle. We'll talk about him a bit more later. For the moment, let's buy the enchantress, and we've unlocked a few more things. An upgraded mage or magic damage up, but we don't have the money for the upgraded mage. As you can see, now the architect costs 110 gold, so gold cost rises. You have to play this at least a tiny bit smarter. If you keep pushing points into your health, then everything else will cost you a whole lot more. So be careful with how you spend your money. For architect, what he does is he can lock a map in place. We've unlocked 2 more characters, an upgraded barbarian and attack up, but we don't have any more cash. As you can see, this character cannot see close to it. You can see Santa in the back, which might present a problem. We have the spell called Chakram, and I can do this to it. And I don't know what else. the other trait with not telling people apart was about, but we'll be testing it. Welcome, hero. Maybe you can help me. I used to be the greatest blacksmith in all the land, but one day the monsters of this castle attacked my smithy and stole all my blueprints. Without those blueprints, I can only make cutlery and stuff. Please bring back any blueprints you find and I can build the most amazing equipment ever. Ever! At the price, of course. So now we have the possibility to buy a sword, buy a helmet, giving us a few extra stats, or some more magic. We'll see in the future when we have the money. The enchantress right here. Hello, hero. Could I borrow your ear for a moment? I'm in need of your help. I used to be a very powerful enchantress, but one day the monsters of this castle invaded my dreams and stole my knowledge. They encased that knowledge in runes, and without those runes I suck at my job. Please, hero, if you find any runes, bring them back to me, and then I'll sell it back to you at a profit. So, what we can do here is we can buy 2 runes. This one offers us the ability to dash. Multiple runes stack allowing you for multiple dashes. Meaning that when we move quickly from one side to the other, if we have multiple of them, we can actually go further. And there are different puzzles during this game that require you to have these abilities. We have here also multiple jumps, meaning that having multiple runes of this jumping ability will allow us to do multiple jumps depending on the amount of runes. And here we have the architect. Greetings, boy! Wanna know a cool fact? I'm crazy! This lever here, with a simple pull, I can prevent the castle from changing. This way you can go through exactly what your ancestors went through. Impressed? You should be. How did I build this fantastic contraption? With science, of course, and magic. Mostly magic. But my skills aren't free. If I lock this castle, I will take 40% of all your gold you earn. Do you want to lock the castle and only get 60% of the gold? I will say no. And then here this guy is called Charon. One must pay the toll in order to go into the castle, and we have to give him all our cash right now. Which means we have to spend most of our cash usually, because we don't want to lose the progress we've made so far. And there we have it. Let's get into the dungeon. We've spoken for long enough. Every character receives this kind of penalties. Everybody has traits that don't necessarily, some help you, some don't. It really depends on your playstyle and your situation. I generally don't play with mages. They're my least favorite class from everything that's available. And you're trying to learn the enemies. The mage, as you can see, they have low damage from the sword. What you want to do with them is use spells. And their life pool is smaller, but they do have a higher mana pool. Let's try to use this chakram in order to... yeah, I had to do that there in order not to die. At least the chakram can go through walls. And if I would have a better target right there, I think it would have been better. But for some reason I don't. My skills aren't up to par. There are people who can do really amazing things with this game. Like, if these games are your thing, you can actually speedrun. Without the actually. You can speedrun through this game. And there are people who have done it. I am not sure what the record is at this point. But they are amazing at what they can do. It's really enjoyable actually to watch these people play. But for myself, I usually just grab a beer on the weekend, as I said, listen to a podcast, relax, and play this game for as long as I have energy. I've tried... yeah, I've died with the mage. I will pick a melee character if I have the opportunity to do so. Let's see, what's this? Mage, a knave, a risky hero, low stats, but can land devastating critical strikes. Let's try her out. What do we want to do as far as upgrades go? With 200, I think we can actually, without the actually, I think we can buy Fort maybe? No. The helmet provides us with extra health and mana, let's do that. And we don't have the money to do anything else. I tried playing this game a few times after work, though it's pretty tiring. If you're tired, your reflexes are not up to par. Maybe yours are, I don't know. But for me, it was terrible. I always gave up on playing after being very frustrated because I lost. I'm not sure why, but this character can see enemies on the minimap. Can we... let's see, it was X to see our card? Yeah. So as a knave we get 15% critical chance, we get 125% critical damage, low HP, MP and strength. And we have 8 memory, remember enemy placement. Ah, so that's what happens there. That's why we see them on the map. Okay, let's continue. Do we want to fight this guy? No, this will be the end of me if I continue fighting that. Yeah, this is where the risk management part of this game comes in, right? Do you want to die like that situation there? Unfortunately, this was a very bad run. We can pick a dwarf barbarian, a energetic swearing paladin, or someone who has no peripheral vision. A paladin with no peripheral. I think we'll pick Lady Dobby, right? Let's give this dungeon another go. Okay. Now that it seems like we're doing okay, we won't be dying at the start necessarily. Let's continue talking a little bit. I wanted to say one thing. I'm not sure how many of you actually watch my usual videos, or you just came in for this game. I make a few series now. Like our continuous series is Total War Fronts of Britannia. We're doing a Certain campaign. We are looking for the Stone of Destiny, or the Scottish Stone of Destiny, because I found out from one of our subscribers, I think he's a subscriber, but definitely a cool guy in the comments showed me the Irish. There is a Stone of Destiny in Ireland, and that was really cool to find out from the comments. But we're looking for the Scottish and I guess English Monarch Stone of Destiny. This thing teleports us randomly on the map. We're not strong enough to be teleported in some of the dangerous areas, like the dungeons or the forest. So I'm not gonna risk it there. So we're looking for the Stone of Destiny with that campaign, and it turned out to be quite fun. During the campaign, I've looked up different monuments or that were on the map in Total War, right? And I've started looking them up on Google Maps, and then try to find more information via Wikipedia, which we know, not the most reliable source of information, but I felt like that was something that could be at hand, and it would be pretty difficult to actually find some really reliable sources, right? Organization. I'm sure there are many out there, but I wouldn't know which one would be the best one to tell you guys about. Let's see, what do we want our next hero to be? Another knave. We are flexible. We are bold and beautiful. Okay, we are bold. A knave who can't tell people apart and also is giant. You were born to be a basketball player. Or we can go for another barbarian who's a giant. Definitely a barbarian who's also a giant, right? We have 350 gold. I want for, especially for her since she's a giant, I would like to have a sprint rune, which will help us dash away from attacks. Do we have money for anything else from here? I don't think so. No, that costs 200. We can get an attack up here. Let's do that. So now we can dash like this. It's going to come into handy pretty soon if I can remember to use it. Then after Total War, we also have a Crusader Kings free campaign, which we're playing as East Anglia in honor of our first Total War campaign here on the channel, and that has been going amazingly well. That is a very fun campaign. It starts off pretty slow. However, towards the end of the game, of the episodes that we are at now, we are doing a pretty good job at conquering the British Isles. The end game goal is to conquer the British Isles, and then we'll probably put a cut into it and try some new games out. I am thinking. No fighting. Ooh. No, we don't want that fairy chase, because actually, can we get from the top here? No, and there's nothing in this room. But yeah, I don't want to risk my life for a chest there. Since we are a giant, it's going to be pretty easy for them to hit us. So that Crusader King free campaign is going pretty well. I'm quite happy. I've enjoyed it so far and I like the evolution of it. I consider Crusader Kings free to be a good game. If you like the genre, if you like Crusader Kings 2, I think you'll definitely love Crusader Kings 3. It feels like a better version with more content and everything. Everything is better, I would say. So I do encourage you to pick it up if you like it yourself. And then we are building a city in Foundation, which is a very relaxing game. It's very beautiful. Someone commented in that my towns look very natural. And it's this guy. If you read or if you look through the comments, if you're seeing them, is his name Flash Trouser Man? Is that what his name was? Man, I think I'm saying right the name of his channel. And go check him out as well. He's at the beginning as well as me. I checked him out, and I don't know. It's really nice to talk to someone, to a fellow YouTuber. I tried there. I really wanted to defeat him, but it didn't pay off. He said that he likes that my towns look very natural. You have random muscle spasm, dwarfism, and we like the ladies. Dwarf paladin. Yeah, let's go with the dwarf paladin, why not? And as far as the money goes, I do want that powerful sword here. 250. And how much was it for the double jump? I think it was 350, right? On items and enchantments, the costs do not increase. So it's better to invest in this than going for extra attack points. if you're thinking what would be the best to, on what you should be spending your money. Let's go with the magic damage up. I don't know if it unlocks everything, and it didn't. You can also see the manner, as every upgrade improves something about this manner. So it's something small, but attention to details really make a game have more life, I would say. So this guy said that my towns look very natural, and or something along those lines. And I told him, I wrote there in response, that it's because of the game. Because the game is not grid-like, you don't build towns in a grid, it catches like they look unlike anything I ever built in a city builder game. If the game has grids, games like City Skylines or SimCity, you will see me do grid-like cities. You won't really be seeing me making circles and things like that. I do not. I'm not really that type of person. Ooh, we lost a lot of life here. Let's try to push a spell. See if this kind of spell takes care of them. And I took care of the enemy, but I'm not sure I'll be able to avoid those attacks, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go in a different direction. And Foundation series has been fun as well. It's still in development. It's actually in alpha, which surprised me when I saw it. I think today, in today's recording, I saw that it is an alpha. Shall we change the music? Narwhal? Yeah, let's keep the Narwhal song, which is very dark. Nice. Let's see, Forex Chan. Q, development time 1 month, release date March 18th, 2010. Our fourth project. After Tribal Tallies, we took a few months off making games and just focused on full-time jobs. We got angsty again, so we decided to make a puzzle game. At this point, most of the original founders of Cellar Door Games left to pursue other opportunities, and the unwanted remnants are what compose the company today. The game used queuing combo mechanics to force players to think about how the tiles would fall in order to build massive combos. We made it free, but nobody picked it up either. After the failures of Band of Bears, Tribal Tallies and Q, we prepped ourselves to pack it in and close the company. Oh, so we're learning, through the game, we're learning about the developers of this particular game, which is, I think, is a nice touch. Right, it's one of those things where it's definitely not necessary, but it tells you the story of how these developers got to where they are at today, and hopefully they will be here for a very long time. Hey, I can understand a little bit the feeling, right, of talking about business. Ooh, why do I take these high risks when I'm pretty sure I can't make it, but I am very courageous, right? Well, we are flexible and nearsighted. We can go with another knave, you can't see colors, and we are bold and beautiful. Or yeah, let's go with another knave, because I like that high damage approach. I would like to get 1 extra point into life, make us a bit more resilient, and continue our journey. Bolding. Did you see that loading screen? We're bolding. Ooh, how do I want to do this? I think this is a trap. I think there's something at the top. And I think all of these statues are enemies. So as long as we don't attack to destroy these barrels and we don't attack the paintings, yep, we reach the treasure. There is no fall damage, so you can do this freely. And now we can get all the gold from the barrels and everything else that's in here. I don't care for the rest of the enemies. There's no XP in this game, there's just gold, so don't fight if you don't need it. It would be my suggestion there. Okay, let's continue here. At this point my channel has been growing slowly, and I am very grateful for that. Like, it's a very wonderful feeling. Like, it's a project. It's a project that I started. It started from an idea, and like any kind of project that you might. Okay, too much. I don't wanna die yet. There, with some skill like we had with the last character, just throwing those spike circles, whatever they were called, would have cleared that room without us having to worry, but we don't have the proper skill now. We only have something like this, which we can use in this situation. Now I ran out of mana, so we don't have any more. At this point, seeing my channel grow is, on one side, it's pretty humbling. It's weird to have people watch your content in a way, right? I knew why I started the channel. I knew I wanted to interact more with the people that love the same games I do, or have somewhere the same style I do, where we are experimenting with different teams every once in a while, and then we change it and we learn about everything. One of the reasons why I'm playing now so many medieval games is that I'm really interested in this kind of a medieval theme. So I look for books, I look for history, I enjoy my interaction with the subscribers or the people who comment when we talk about this type of history, and discovering all kinds of information that I didn't have before, right? Let's see. Let's go with this paladin. I think you conduct electricity really well, EHS. Does this mean that I don't trigger traps? I don't remember exactly what this did. And the random muscle spasm, I have no idea what that is. But let's try it out. Let's see what this gets us. We have a sword. We can get these square limbs, but I don't really care about magic. I want to get that double jump. So let's take this as well. Now we have this double jump. So I'm going into teams, and then probably, who knows, maybe our next team, something that I'll be interested in, and I hope that I can bring you on the journey as well, will be, I don't know, Mars maybe, and playing games like Surviving Mars. There is also this board game that it has been turned into a PC game as well, Terraforming Mars. And then maybe we can add to that. It's not only about exploring Mars, right? We could play Kerbal Space Program. Was it called? So I like to put games like this together and explore as much of it as we can. And in doing so, seeing the channel growing, seeing that you guys watch more of my videos, seeing my numbers growing, not only in views, I think I care more at this point about how long people watch my videos. Now, my views aren't crazy high, so I can't say definitely this is what people want or this is what people don't want. When you have 100,000 people watch you, or even in the thousands maybe, that's when you can get a better idea from what YouTube statistics offer you and from the comments what people enjoy watching, right? But at this point I'm just trying to guide myself a little bit through the numbers and through the comments. on what to do next. And watching time, the amount of time that people watch certain videos, is probably one that I care the most, right? I'm trying to put quality out there. I realize that some of the videos might not be for some people, and I can fully understand that, because basically I check a whole lot of channels out. There's not many that keep me intrigued for a long time. And there have been channels that I've subscribed and unsubscribed along the years, depending on my taste at the moment. There are people who I watch only, for example, in a game called Path of Exile, which is an action RPG. People make some really cool things there. Yeah, we don't have the level to explore that area. People make some really cool builds, like character builds, doing all kinds of special tricks, magic or melee characters, and they really put a whole lot of thought into it. That's what their channel is about, and it's amazing to watch them come up with all those ideas. But that is one of those interests that I have only temporary, because I don't play only one game. I don't usually spend, you know, years playing a game. I just play them on and off, right? So in those situations, I thought I could protect myself from that, but I didn't think that he would also push me over. So I subscribe and unsubscribe to those channels a lot. But while I'm there, I'm trying to support them. If they have advertising, I watch advertising, but I prefer more Patreon or a few other types of support, mostly because on YouTube's advertising, some of them are really annoying, right? Recently they've been doing these 7-second advertisements, which I consider to be really good. If there were only 7-second advertisements, I would watch it. But some of them are really crazy, like half-hour video advertisement. And I understand that some of the subjects are really important, but people won't watch half-hour advertising. Maybe they will watch it once if they really are interested in it, but not in general. So YouTube's advertising system, I don't consider it to be the best. At least they're improving it lately, and that makes me happy. Okay, jump and dash. Jump and dash. Jump and dash. Woohoo! We found ourselves a new rune, a vault rune. Okay, now let's try to escape this area without dying. There we have. How much time do we have left? Oh, we still have about 20 minutes, so that's great. ADHD for our paladin, dwarfism for our barbarian, or a walking tank. The hero can take a beating? Definitely, if I have a lot more health, that would make me really happy. Let's upgrade our barbarian to barbarian king, the king of Freeman. That makes no sense. Press Y to cast an epic shout that knocks virtually everything away. Okay, let's do that. We've unlocked here a shinobi. Unlock the shinobi, the fleetest of fighters. See that headband? You know Naruto? It's exactly what you think it is. We can go with crit chance up or haggle. Lower Karen's stall by learning how to barter with death itself. So we'll get 10%, we keep 10% of the gold. It's really good to get this as early as possible. For the moment, I'm just gonna spend the money for this crit chance up, because I want everybody to have at least a 2% chance to crit. With her, we've unlocked another double jump, but I don't want it right now. Let's continue this quest. And as far, going back to what I was talking about, this is what I'm paying attention to at the moment. I am mostly paying attention to the stats and to the comments. I'm doing my best to answer everyone. It's not that much work right now, of course, but I hope that I can do it for as long as I can. I've already planned things out that if I ever reach a level, I've seen one of our it was a hip-hop musician in Romania who said that every day he spends time to answer all the comments. And that surprised me by a lot. First of all, I didn't expect him to do that, but I found that idea to be good, to where I want to do my best to try and do the same if the comments are directed at me at least. Let's see. Journal entry 2. Although I am the eldest child, I am not my father's favorite. I have always known he planned to leave me with nothing. But if I find a cure, everything will change. The victor will earn nothing less than the throne upon his passing. Upon my ascension, my wife and my children shall move back into the royal quarters, back to the royal city, where we once again will be treated with the respect we deserve. No longer will we stand for the gossip and petty slander of my cousins. The other dukes shall bow as we pass, but I am getting ahead of myself. I must keep my priorities clear. Conquer the castle, find the cure, collect my reward. Oh. Are we the baddies here? I would like to go at the bottom, see what's there. Yeah, I don't think I can actually make... I don't think I can make this particular dungeon. If I'm not gonna try it, that would be foolish. Ooh, we found a blood cape. We found a new piece of armor that we can buy from the blacksmith. That's nice. We don't have a whole lot of time left to speak about everything that I've seen in my YouTube. I want to say that I appreciate mostly the fact that you've been checking out my videos and the people who've also interacted with me via email or via the comments. It's really fun to talk to you guys and you know, meet the ears behind the people who are listening, right? So that has been very fun for me, and I appreciate having the chance to show you guys some of the games that I love and maybe give you a chance to discover them for yourself. I also like the fact that you've been spending time watching my videos, my series, and commenting on it, and even just sitting back and seeing people just go through this series from when I began and until today, knowing that at this point I am not super great at talking and playing at the same time, and I'm not the greatest at these games. I have a little skills in here and there, but overall I am not an expert, generally speaking, on any of them. And so I appreciate the fact that you still enjoy my level of skill. Let's see where we should be going next. I think I'm going to take the portal here, go back to the entrance, and in these last minutes we're going to give you a boss battle a go. It's very stupid what I'm about to do. I'm sure there are people out there who can without the actually this will be my obsession for the moment, correcting actually. Yeah, this will be maybe not my obsession, but my goal, right? There are people who could probably beat the boss at this point, but those people are not me. So don't expect too much as we're heading over to wherever the boss is. And we have it here. Okay, collect gold, fill up on food. Let's see, is there anything here on top that I want to fight? Ooh, I think I can actually... I can beat this. Come on! Puzzle solved. Another rune, a siphon rune. Okay. Whew. Breathe, have a bit of coffee. I hope you guys are ready to see me defeat this huge-eyed boss. Throw an axe, we don't have the mana. Okay. Do we have the shouts? Oh, we've used the mana. We could have used shouts in order to take some of his attacks off. There you have it. That's how a boss battle goes. I looked at the clock. We have 10 more minutes. Let's continue this. I wanted to show you a battle before the video was over in order to have an idea of what to expect. Let's play a shinobi now. We have trouble remembering where we are, but we are a fast hero. Deals massive damage, but we cannot crit. Shall we haggle with Charon? Definitely, let's go with that. Go with that upgrade. And next we are upgrading our shinobi to become a Hokage. Believe it. That's a reference. And unlock a leech. Release the power of the leech, being a massive potential. What did we unlock here? Only a cape, which would provide us with vampirism. Vampirism reduces our health, but provides us a chance to leech life from the enemies. I don't know if with every attack or it was with every enemy killed. And Siphon Rune, Bracer steals mana from slain enemies. Multiple runes stack for increased mana drain. Okay, let's go into this level and do our best to continue. On this game, I have at this point spent, I think, in total, like in the 2 past playthrough that I've done. And once again, another game I haven't finished, but I will probably do so in this life. Maybe I will even continue it today. This game I have spent, I think, about 10 to 15 hours in the past. I definitely got a whole lot better when I played it continuously. It's one of those games. But it is fun. The reason why I say that I've played it for so long is only to show you or to tell you guys that it is a fun game. Even a squire chest. Oh, we could have used that. Some extra health, definitely. Do we wanna try this out? Nope, I don't wanna die here. It's a bad risk versus reward situation. We're definitely going to take damage there. Let's see, another story here. Journey entry 3. I have paid my dues and entered the castle proper. That devil Charon has taken all that I own as a payment. He has even pilfered my private coffers. I have left my wife and children with nothing. He says it's the price for any and all who hazard the depths of the castle. He says it is fair. It is fair because all who have entered, none have returned. but I will change that. I will be victorious, there is no greater swordsman than I, even amongst my siblings. So apparently there have been people before us, right? Who came here. If we were a dwarf, we could have gone through this little tiny black area here in order to get to that chest. I guess sometimes the traits can be pretty useful. Oof. One more enemy, one more enemy, one more warrior for one more enemy. No peripheral vision, let's go with a simple character, a simple paladin. He will be the answer to our troubles. And with the gold, with 500 gold, we are going to buy the square chest for that extra armor to mitigate the damage we receive. This will be our winning recipe, so let's go with this. Tomorrow I'll be bringing you the second game. Look forward to seeing that as well. I haven't played it, I only played it for a little bit when it first came out. Because I knew I enjoyed this game, so I wanted to buy that as well. I don't know how much early access helps developers, generally speaking. But I am trying my best to at least promote them and buy their games. That's one thing I want to do with certain developers. And with others, if I have the chance to play a game for free, I do so. And if I do enjoy it, I buy it afterwards. I am curious from the people that are watching this video and would like to answer this question. How do you generally buy your games? Do you wait for the full release? Do you play early access games, or there is a homing missile kind of deal here. Good, we've taken care of the worst enemy from this pack. I think we will be able to take that chest if we don't make a stupid mistake like that. There's one more enemy left. And we almost died. Guys, don't play like me. A sprint rune. Good. Let's see. Let's go forward, taking no damage there. I don't think it's going to happen. Shall we grieve? Let's end this in style, if I could call it that, by fighting the boss. Or, better yet, oh, we don't have a forest territory, so let's try the boss battle again. Maybe we will be using some of the mana to protect ourselves from some of these damage. Yeah, poor gameplay, poor round. What can I say? I am very bad at this game. Need to practice. As they say in music, right? Go practice and then you'll be better at the game. Play this today, tomorrow and the day after that and your skills will increase. Play an hour a day, right? To make sure that in 10,000 hours you'll be the master of this game. Yeah, I guess at the end of this video, as I said before, I want to thank you for supporting me, for supporting this channel, for leaving comments, giving me a chance to interact with you guys. I hope you have enjoyed this look at Rogue Legacy. It gives you an idea of what this game is about and maybe you'll pick it up for yourself. If not, maybe even wait until tomorrow. Check out Rogue Legacy 2. Maybe you'll love that game more. It looks better. It does have a better feel to it at this point, so you might want to go for the second one instead. All in all, this is what I'm doing for the weekend. I am going to do this for a while. We've changed from having 1 hour episodes from the usual series to doing this kind of trials of different types of games during the weekends. It is very important for me even now at this point of my channel to understand if this is something that you enjoy, if me rambling about YouTube, maybe on Sunday about my life or a few experiences of mine, is something that you enjoy. And if you do so, leave a like and send me more than a like, send me messages via the comments or via the email to know that you want me to continue this. Because if this is not something that catches on, then I'm gonna try new ideas. I want to put something out there that is appealing not only to me but also to you guys, because all this YouTube career is mostly about you. So for the moment, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful Saturday going on ahead, and I wish you all a wonderful day.